Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is when you stumbled upon this video, this screen recording. How you guys doing? I'm new to the YouTube video making world. Um, I have a couple Facebook pages just starting out. Anyway, a little about me. Started doing lottery a couple years ago. I don't call myself an expertise or anything like that, but I'm pretty good with numbers. Um, But the purpose of this video isn't about me today. The purpose of this video is about what I've been seeing, and it's a new hustle, fairly new. Well, I'm not gonna say fairly new hustle, but it's blowing up, and that is folks saying that their methods, workouts, rundowns are the 100% accurate or the best in the world, and this and that, and it's starting to bother me because everybody has their own ways of picking numbers. Um, I don't knock anybody's way, but when people start making money off of other people and it's a facade, that's when I have a problem. So I don't know who was the originator of this particular method, but I'm here to just shed some light. I'm not even gonna say debunk because you know technically these numbers are in this person's method, but there's a catch to it. There is a catch. And this is what I'm hopefully going to shed some light on you guys because I see people on Facebook and they're subscribing to these people and they're paying these people all this money and it's a facade. Now, yeah, a dead clock, like Stephen A says, a dead clock is right twice a day. So yeah, you can win, you can get lucky and hit, but the difficulty level of doing that is not worth subscribing to somebody and paying somebody to give you something that you can do yourself, or just it's just a strike in the dark, which lottery is a gamble in itself. Like nothing's 100% accurate, you know what I mean? um I tell my people in my group all the time that you know I've done my little research in the last few months, and my workouts have the number in them. Out of 14 draws a week, 2 draws a day, my workouts might have it between, on a good week, they'll have them between 9 and 10 times out of 14. On a bad week, it might only be 6. So I never try to fool people into believing that, oh, my stuff is the best and the number's always there. And even with that being said, having the number on a piece of paper amongst 40 other numbers and actually picking the right number, that's two different things. Now, having the number on your sheet is only half the battle. Um, Now, if somebody is literally telling you guys and giving people 5 numbers to pick, and out of those 5, one of the numbers hits every single time, now that person is an expert. He's a wizard, or she's a wizard. Um, but I'm just kind of sick and tired of people manipulating folks into thinking that they are excellent lottery players or pickers, and they're really not. And they're giving people 50 numbers to play, and it's like, okay, so I play 50. I'm supposed to play every single number that you've called, and of course, the more numbers that you pick, the higher your chances of winning are. But at the same time, unless you just have money to blow, nobody has $50 a day in this economy to just give people that, unless you just want to support the educational system. That's where some of the money's supposed to go to with these lotteries, right? Anyway, what we're going to talk about, I've rambled enough. What we're going to talk about, and like I said, I'm not trying to shoot anybody's hustle down. What I'm just trying to do is shed light on whoever is following and paying people to do this, okay? Because it's just not right. Anyway, like I said, I'm based out of North Carolina. That's not where I'm from, but this is where my expertise is in North Carolina pick threes. I don't claim to know pick fours. I don't do pick fours. I play them every once in a while, but I don't. We're just going to talk about the pick three now because that's the most simplified one. You know what I mean? Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do a little screen recording, a little tutorial here. And well, that's not what I wanted. We're starting off on a bad foot for my first video. Where are we at here? Okay, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna pick something out. All right, this is just simple and plain. Hopefully, you guys can read my chicken scratch. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do our little drawing to create this thing here. Um, and I guess should we use blue ink or green? We'll use blue ink. Not on a computer or anything, guys. I'm just doing it straight from my phone. But hopefully the message gets sent. And the what we're talking about here is the 730 rundown. The mighty master 730 rundown. It's a bunch of crap. It's really annoying. I don't even like every time I see it now because like it was okay when I first saw the first person to do it because like I said, I saw it on YouTube myself, and the person that I saw doing it really gave me partially of what how I came up with my type of workout, which I just do grids, but or tic tac toe boards. But they taught me about the mirror and the flip, adding five, subtracting five, adding three, plus this so I did learn something. But then when once I started learning and then I saw certain things, I was like, wait a minute, this is a scam. Okay, so how's this thing go? Right? Let's look. You got the 730. So we start with the 7 and the 3 and the 0, right? And we'll do it right here. We don't want to do that. That is a little bit too much going on there. Let's skim this down. We'll make it thin. Okay. So we have what's how do they do it? We got the 7, the 3, the this, the that, the da 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 da. So let's do it. We got 7, 3, 0. Then what do? They go 8, 9, 0. Then they start going down until they get to the 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I ran out of space. I needed one more on the base, but we'll fit it in there. 7. All right. Same thing with the 3. They go 3, right? That's how they do it, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. All right. Then they do the same thing with the 0, right? They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. So you end up with the same that you started. Now I don't to me it's plain as day. I mean to others, I mean everybody can't see things the way other people see them. So I'm not calling people stupid or blind or dumb or anything like that. But I just want y'all to know all the other stuff that these people are talking about it's all fluff. Okay. When now this is your base board right here, right? Now and I'll change the color real quick. Let's go red. Okay. Now here's what I want to show y'all with this particular setup. With this particular setup, you can call any number and it will always be on this board. It'll either be in the top half, it'll either be in the middle half, or it'll be in the bottom half. Meaning when they come up with the date sum, the hit sum, and then see that's the catch. They put two different things in. So the chances of them proving that the number was in there is greater. And then when they add on to having the hit sum and the date sum that you circle, that's supposed to touch. Then on top of that, they flip stuff and they mirror stuff too. So the number will always be on this board. You can always manipulate this rundown to make it to where you can say the number was there. And it's a bunch of bullshit. Here's why I say this. When you have this particular set of numbers, there will always be a way for a 3-digit number to touch one of the numbers that you circle. Let's just do with the 7. You have a 7 down here. You have a 7 right here. And you have a 7 right here. A number will always touch because you have everything covered. You have numbers 1 through 9, 0 through 9 in every section of this board. You understand what I'm saying? So I just circled the 7s, right? Now let's change let's color to, let's just go magenta or pink or whatever, just so y'all can see. Any number will be able to touch. Do you understand? And then so you circle the 7s, and then let's just throw another number out. I'm not doing any type of mathematics. We're just throwing numbers together. Let's do 1. Now we're gonna circle the 1 for whatever reason, to hit some, date some, whatever the hell you want to call it. Do you see where I'm getting at now? Oh, I forgot. There's one more 7 I didn't circle over here, right? What else am I missing? We just circled 7s and 1s, just for educational purposes. We're just doing this, right? So now you have a 3-digit number, right? Let's change the color for a 3-digit number. Let's go Carolina blue or similar to it. Okay, pick a number. In your brain, pick a number. You can do this. I don't need this isn't a live recording or anything where you guys are calling out stuff for me. But let's just go 8. Let's just go 890. Let's say the day draw was 890. All right. Now whatever bullshit I come up with, mathematically speaking or whatever, let's say the hit sum was 1 and the date sum was 7. Here we go. There's always going to be a way for a number to touch. What did I say the number was? 890. Okay, let's just say it was 890. Here we go. 890, right? Let's go 890 right here. Let's go 890. Oh, the number's touching. The number's touching. The number's touching. The number will always touch because you've covered the whole fucking board, the rundown, with circles of date sums and hit sums. Why does this happen? Do you want to know why this has happened? Because the way the rundown is, every freaking number is in the rundown. Every number. And the way it's lined up, the mastermind is the 730. The 730 makes it so there's always going to be a number covering the board. If that makes sense to you guys, I'm trying to make it make sense, okay? I don't know how else to explain this. We'll do it again. We'll do it one more time. What was my base color? We start out with green. Let's do it one more time. I just want you guys to get this because it's really annoying to see how people are manipulating other people. I just don't like it, man. I really don't. We got the 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you have the 0. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then we have the 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now what did we do again? I'm just showing you all this. Let's pick another number. Let's pick 8. Let's go for the 8. You have an 8. You have an 8. You have an 8. Now we break this up into individual. We're gonna break this up into 3x3s. So I'm trying to get y'all hip to these scammers, man, because it's really pissing me off. Let's break it up. Let's just break it up into 3s, okay? We can break it up in 4s, but let's just. Oh man, it's just frustrating. It's just really frustrating. I think we should break it up into 4s. But I mean, either way you do it, it really doesn't matter, because when you have a quadrant like that, every single number is going to be within arm's reach or whatever. And so say 8's the date sum or whatever you guys talk about. Let's just do another number like let's say it was 4. We're doing 8. Let's just throw out there 4. Let's circle the 4. I mean, I see all these people doing these workouts and they're like, circle this number, circle that number. All right, so let's go 4s because they always circle 2 different things. Look, let's do the 4. And whatever the 4 is, a hit sum, a date sum, I don't care what type of sum it is, subtract sum, it doesn't matter. All right, so we got 3, right? We got all the 8 circled and we have all the 4s circled. Now let's just say the number was 125, right? The number 125 will hit everywhere. Why? Because all the numbers are covered. I don't know how else to explain it any better, but like there's always going to be a way for a number to touch on this board. It might not touch every quadrant, and when I say quadrant or quarter or whatever you want to call it, if you divide this board up, you can divide the board up lots of different ways. But like I said, with this rundown, it'll always be a way for you to touch. Simply because when you take, I'm just gonna do one number. I'm not gonna do the whole board. I'm just gonna do one. You start with the 7. 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've covered You've covered every part of the board. 7, 7. Now you got your top and your bottom covered. So we're gonna just highlight 7s, right? Then you got the 3. Let's change the color back. I'm breaking this down one more time for you guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now let's circle again. I'm trying to make this as plain as day. So how many times was there a 7 in this one? There's only going to be excuse me. I don't know what's going on outside. Where's your 7? Your 7 is freaking in the middle. So you're covering you're it's damn near in the middle. So you're covering everything. You're covering the entire board. Cuz guess what? The next let's see where the next 7 is going to be at. I'm hoping you guys are understanding this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's a 0 at the bottom. Okay? So here we go again. How many times is 7 in this one? It's going to be on there 2 times this one, one time that one time that one. But we've covered every area of the board. Meaning, if there's a 3, is a 3-digit number, it's going to touch somewhere. And this is just with one. So these people tell you to circle 2 different numbers, or box it and circle one, to make their odds of covering the board greater, to where a number, whether it's going across, diagonal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, across, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a way for the number to touch somewhere on this board. And I don't know how else to explain it, but showing y'all. I just showed y'all. And I just picked the random number. I just picked the 7. You can do this with every single number. And this is why they call it the master rundown, because it's a master manipulative way of saying that you know what the hell you're doing when you really don't. All the other bullshit that they put in between there, oh, you take the date and then you add it to the hit sum and the such and such sum, and then you drop this and then you take the 2. It's all bullshit, because okay, I just did that in my head. There's nothing going on here. We take a 2 and let's circle the 2 just for educational purposes. It means nothing because we're not doing any type of workout, but I'm just doing this just to show you guys something. Okay, you take a 2 from here. All right, how many 2s are over here? You got one way down here. It's always going to space out to where a number is touching somewhere. There's your 2 again. Do you see how much of the board is covered? Can y'all see that? So let's pick a random number. Think of a number. Think of a number. Think of a number, Todd. Let's go 895 for educational purposes. Let's see how many times the 895 is there. It's right here. Oh, it's touching the 2. I told you it's going to touch the 2. Oh, it's touching the 7 and the 2. I told you either it's going to touch or it's going to be a cross. How many other can I get an 895 anywhere else? Okay, so then on top of that, to make it so bad, they will if it's not up here where I just circled, then they will lie and they'll say, "Oh, it was right here. It was 890, but what you had to do, this zero, you had to flip the zero or mirror the zero and make that a 5." So it's not even a true workout because they have to manipulate the board afterwards. If it was a true workout, you wouldn't have to manipulate any numbers. Do you understand what I'm saying? When I make my workouts on my tic-tac-toe boards, I've already done all that. So if the number's not on there after I've done everything, I just say, "Hey, y'all, I missed out today. Dropped the ball. The number wasn't in there. Lottery got me today." But don't sit there and lie to these people and have these people, especially like, I don't like when people take advantage of elderly people or senior citizens. It's almost as bad as these telemarketers that call up uh, senior citizens and scam them out of money and stuff, talking about they're selling life insurance or some bullshit. Like, I see this big scam and it's really pissing me off. I don't mind anybody's hustle. People make money the way they make it, and I guess you could look at it like, well, if people are dumb enough to believe them, so be it. But it's not that people are dumb. It's some people just don't understand stuff, and it's believable when you see these people and they show their winning tickets and this and that, and it's like, okay, well, if I had 10 million people subscribing to me and they were all giving me $1.99 a day, I would have tons of money to blow on lottery. So I could play 200 different numbers and then one of them win, and I could brag and show you guys that I won and make it seem like I'm only picking 5 numbers when in reality I'm playing 50 numbers. I hope you guys understand that. And I hope like what I've showed you right here is just enough to explain it. Like I said, I'm doing this on my phone, so I can't really go into full detail. But if you look at these people's videos, it's a million people now. It only started out with like one or two guys. Like I said, I learned from the person that I saw doing this, but once I saw the actual workout and once I learned and then I started doing different things for myself and then I saw this workout, I was like, this is a big scam. I was like, there's always going to be a way for a 3-digit number to touch one of these other numbers, because the numbers, the way the layout is, there's always going to be a number covering the board. There's going to be a number up top, there's going to be a number in the middle, and there's going to be a number on the bottom. And if those 3 numbers, and then you add on another number to circle, there's always going to be a way for the board to be covered to where you can say the number was either running through, touching, this and that. And then furthermore, with that even being said, after you do all that, how are you supposed to pick? What is the accuracy to even know what number to pick? You can always look at hindsight's all as 20. I mean, you can always look after the number came out and then say, see, it was right there. See, it was right there. No, if you're accurate and know what you're talking about, you're going to call the number out before. And you're not going to have to call out 50 numbers for somebody to get a hit. If you know and you have a gut feeling and you call yourself a lottery expert, this and that, you don't need to call out 500 numbers and then one of them hit and then you say, "Oh, I told you guys that the number was going to come." It's just a bunch of bullshit, you guys. I'm hoping this like helps somebody, because bro, these videos are just all over the place now. At first it was just, like I said, it was like 1 or 2 people that were doing this, and I didn't, it was okay. I was like, okay, whatever. But now like everybody's jumping on it. I see there's like little Facebook lottery gurus that do this, and they have like tons of followers. And then I look at the comments and they're like, "Oh, you're so good. You called it. It was right there." And I'm like, yeah, they didn't call anything. Like, why are y'all? It's so easy for people to believe bullshit these days. It's just ridiculous. It really is. In this day and age, especially with uh multimedia and just the AI and stuff in there, the fancy advertisements and stuff that I see now, it's ridiculous, man. It really is. But again, this 7:30 workout is a big scam, y'all. It's a big scam. Tell these people that are doing these workouts, Stop showing the aftermath of the workout after the draw comes. Show me do the freaking rundown off of the number, and then tell me five numbers that are gonna come the next draw, and then have those numbers come, and do that on a regular basis. Then they can say that they know what they're talking about. But all these people that are making these rundowns and showing the number after the draw came out, they're showing, oh, it was right here. This is where it was, y'all. This workout works. No, show me the fucking number before. Show me the number before it came out. Tell me what to pick before it came out. And don't tell me 200 numbers to play, because I don't have $200 to play on lottery to win 40 bucks. If you don't hit it exact, you're only going to get 40 bucks. You know what I mean? So stop telling people to play 40 fucking numbers a day. At least narrow it down to 5 or 10 numbers, 15 at the most, because you have doubles as well. I try to keep my boards, when I tell people, I try to keep it between 10 numbers to pick from. And I don't tell them this number is coming. I'm not a liar. So why am I going to tell somebody to pick a number and say, oh, this number is coming, and it don't come? I give people the option. I give people the workout, and I give people the option of what I would pick. That doesn't mean that that's what they have to pick. But to sit there and lie to these people and taking people's money. Some of these people, especially like I said, the elderly people, they get their social security checks once a month. I see it all the time. They go to the grocery store, they play a 500 fucking numbers. They spending half their little check, which, I mean, they do what they want to do. They've lived their life, but now with like I said, the age of social media, then you have older people engaging and interacting with the younger generation, and these old people a lot of them don't have a clue, and they're being taken advantage of. And it's like, oh, they're subscribing to these people because they see all these winning tickets that the people post, and oh, I won $1,500, I won this and that, and then they think they're gonna get it, and they don't. They're just wasting their money, man. So I'm hoping this helped y'all a little bit. Like I said, y'all, like, I don't knock anybody's hustle, and it's not the fact that that you can say, well, the number is in there. Well, no shit, it's in there because when you cover a whole board, the chances of a number going to be are greater. I mean, it's just simple mathematics. It's very simple. But I mean, apparently some people don't get this shit. Let's just pick another random number. We don't have to pick let's pick, what did we just pick? Let's pick 3. How many times are threes gonna be in there? Three's gonna be here. It's gonna be at the top somewhere. It's gonna be at the bottom somewhere. It's gonna be in the middle somewhere. Look at that. However you divide the board up with a 3-digit number, it's gonna be there. Let's divide the board, guys. Let's divide it. What number? Let's pick the pink. So you have a 3-digit number and a pick 3. So that means you have 3 squares in each block. That's where people get the tic-tac-toe boards from. So let's just divide it up. One block, 2 blocks. That's 3. That's 3. And then we have one more, and then the leftovers it's going to be 2 or whatever. But there's always going to be a way for you to say that a number is touching, guys. And then on top of that, like I said, then after they do that, then they manipulate the board even more. And then they say, oh, well, if the number wasn't in there, then you're supposed to take the 6 and add the 5 to make it a 1. Or you're supposed to take the 3 and add the 5 and make it the 8 and add the 5, make it a 3. Or you're supposed to take the 5 and add the 3 and make it an 8. They manipulate these boards to make it look like they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're really not. They're just good sales people. They're good hustlers. People that talk super fast, and, they'll have you believe in anything. Especially when you're good with numbers. I'm fairly good with numbers in my head. Like when it comes to dates and things like that. Like I just hit on in North Carolina, the 8s just came out. I just went off of intuition. I didn't use any workout to build it or anything. I was just like, you know what? It's April. It's the 21st. April is the 4th, the 21st date. You got that, you add, or whatever the date was, or whatever it was the 20th. And then I was like, okay, 24. I was like, what pick 3 trip could be 24? Oh, 8 times 3 is 24. Let's just throw it in there. There wasn't any guarantee. I didn't go in my group and be like, the 8s are coming. You know what I mean? I just use my a hunch because sometimes lottery falls like that, dates fall like that, or certain specific events that happen. It just randomly, it just you know it happens like that. But I'm not gonna sit there and tell everybody in the world that my numbers every time I play the number falls and all this crap. It's really annoying. And like I said, I hope you guys learn something from this. Stop believing these people because they're frauds. Majority of them are fucking frauds. A honest person that plays lottery on a regular basis is not gonna tell you guys that they win every single draw. And they're also going to be honest about when they play. When you see these people that have winning tickets every single day, how many numbers did they actually play? You know what I mean? Because you can win off of a ticket, but if you're not winning more than you're spending, you're not winning. I'm sorry, guys. If you're spending $50 a day to play lottery and you're only winning $40, you're not winning. Yeah, every once in a while you might hit a 500, but look how much money you spent in a week's time or a month's time to get that 500. This board right here is a scam. This is one of the biggest lottery scams ever created. So it's a mastermind, all right. It's a master rundown because it's fooling a lot of people. When you have a board set up like this, 730, you're always, whatever number you circle, whatever two numbers you circle, you're always going to have the entire board covered because when a pick three, you saw I just broke it up in the quarters like this. You will always have a number that's covered. Let's pick another number and then we're going to get out of here because hopefully I've made my point. Let's pick the mighty number 4. Okay, first row. We got it right here. Well, we need to change the color. We need a bright color. We don't have any bright colors. Let's use white. Let's do 4. We got 1 4. We got 2 4s. We got 3 4s. Do you see what I'm talking? You see where I'm getting at? We have, out of those 3, I just divided this up in the in the quarters, or excuse me, fifths or whatever. So but just look. You got 1, 2, 3. You got your 3 mains covered. Now down here, here's where it gets tricky. We don't have this little corner pocket covered. So what we do is we take the 9 and we add the 5 and we make it a 4. Now we can circle that. We have every single piece of this board covered with 4s. Do y'all see where I'm getting at here? Don't believe this bullshit. I don't care what you believe. Don't believe these damn rundowns. I would go for the tic-tac-toe boards. If somebody does a tic-tac-toe board, believe them because at least they can't, not going to sit there and say that they're accurate every single day because they're not. Some days the board's not going to have the number anywhere close. But this rundown right here, I don't care what number y'all give me. I can manipulate this board to make it seem like I have the number in here when you're not doing any work at all. You're not doing any work. All the hit sum, date sum, it's fluff. It's a facade. They just add that in there to manipulate people into thinking like, oh, I have to do this right here to get the number. No, you don't. I could pull a random number out my date number out my ass right now, and then I can take the hit sum and throw it in there. Then you're always gonna have a way for a number to connect. The way this rundown is, so it's the master. I call it the master manipulator rundown. That's what this is, y'all. If y'all like the video, please share it with other people that play lottery so they won't keep believing this bullshit. If you like my page, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to start actually doing workouts for strictly North Carolina. Like I said, I'm not one of these gurus that play 100 different states. I don't claim to be, but I do North Carolina. I do like doing lottery. Like I said, the whole number crunching thing, it's kind of like a challenge to me. That's why I like doing it. And I mainly do pick 3. I might branch out eventually, but right now I do pick 3. I will start doing videos for pick 3 on a daily basis. What I'm going to do is connect it to my Facebook page, and then I'll have these videos posted here, or vice versa. I'll start doing the videos here and then connect it to my Facebook to share it. But hopefully I have a link in the bio. If not, I'll have that updated, and I'll start doing videos. I took a little break this week. But if anybody does know my Facebook page, it's called I Done. Excuse me. It's called Numbers on the Board. I follow a page called I Done Seen It, and that's by a guy that's legit. Um, he's pretty accurate, and I've learned a lot from him. But yeah, guys, like I said, I just had to make this video because I'm very, very, very tired of watching people like, oh, this rundown is the best and this and that. But I'm like, well, how many times are you guys hitting on a regular basis? Nah, they're not. Majority of them aren't, unless they're playing 50 numbers. Y'all have a good one, and I'll let y'all later. Peace.